A key element to having a great speech is to have great posture, and I will be demonstrating how to have great posture. First off, your feet have to be square apart. You gotta have that so you have a great stance. You wanna be rocking around and get uneven. When you get back, your chest has to be up, head has to be high, your hands has to be on both sides of the podium or wherever you're at. But the main thing is you have to stay still. All right, on the other hand, bad posture is like this. It's all on the thing like that, just not being still, rocking around, just being uneven and being loose. You have to be still and stern to have a great speech. Vocal projection is whether your audience can or cannot hear your speech clearly. Bad vocal projection is like this. But good vocal projection is where you speak up loud and clearly so everybody can hear what you're saying very clearly.
Eye contact is when you look the audience in the eyes to keep them engaged during the speech. This is an example of bad eye contact. You're not looking the audience in the eyes, you're looking around, looking at the paper.
Vocal variety is very important during your speech. You don't want to be talking in the same voice as you can bore the audience. So you want to talk more louder, clearer, and in different tones. Okay. Brainstorming is the most important in a speech. This will probably take you a day, 2 days, 3 days, depending on the length of your speech and how good you want it. If you want it to be bad, you're probably only going to spend the day in the computer lab or the day you have. But if you want the best speech, you're going to probably take a couple days thinking about the options that you have and what to talk about. Yeah.
To have a good introduction, you need 3 keys to have some of your main points, restate, thesis, and tie the hook. Those 3 keys will help you have a great introduction. A bad introduction would be just getting straight to speech. Like, this was a bad introduction because I didn't include some of your main points, restate a thesis, or tie to a hook. So if I was doing a speech, this would be a bad introduction.
Okay.
Alright, there are no such thing as good vocal fillers. All vocal fillers are bad. An example of a vocal filler is like, but, so yeah, or some type of phrase that help you out when you're nervous.
Go.
Alright. Another main important part to a speech is to have visual aids. A visual aid is some type of thing that shows the audience what you're talking about. Say for instance, if I were to talk about shoes, I would have this shoe there so everybody can look at it. I would analyze the shoe, talk about the shoe, so they can have a real feel of what I'm talking about during the speech.
Go.
Alright. Not having a visual aid could hurt your speech. It takes away from the speech because some people may not know what you're talking about, and having a visual aid could help them really visualize what object or what thing you're talking about.
Go.
Appropriate dressing is one of the most important things for a speech. You have to look nice for the part. For example, this would be bad dressing. I have rips in my pants, and then I have sneakers on, and then a jacket. You really like to wear a suit or something nice like a sweater or a nice dress shirt or slacks for appropriate dressing.
The conclusion is also as important as the introduction because you want to have the audience attention throughout the whole entire speech. So you want to restate some of your main points, restate the thesis, and tie to the hook. Body language is so important in your speech because you don't want to be looking around, walking. You want to stand still and look right at your audience. You can turn your head left and right to look at your audience, but you don't want to look down at your paper and stand tall.